Hello Scorpio and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading, Scorpio. Let me see what's bothering you. Your inner voice and your inner constant guidance is wanting your attention, Scorpio, but I think you're finding it a little annoying, that your inner conscience is, your inner voice is telling you to do something, to take cognizance of something, or take steps towards doing something, but you are not doing that, right? It is urging you to do something which you are not doing. All right, and we've got this card here which says release the power of your word. I think, it is urging you to say something or communicate. And I think, you do not want to manifest that, because the moment we speak, we send out the energy in the physical form of words to the universe, which can then set forth our desire or fulfillment of our words. And I think, the universe, your inner voice is telling you to do something, but or ask for something. Maybe, just make a wish. It is telling you to you, why don't you ask for it, why don't you wish for it? You never know, it's going to happen, but you tell yourself, for some reason you're holding back, Scorpios. For some reason you're not wanting to make a wish, which at some level you want to, but at some level you do not want to. Probably you do not want to handle it, when it manifests. I think that is what it is. Because it is saying that release, sorry, it's saying realize the power of your word. And you do know, Scorpio, that what you say has the ability to manifest and to happen, but you do not want something to happen, though I do feel at some level you do want it to happen. That is why this reading has come about, because your inner guidance is also telling you to ask. This is a very good time to ask. Maybe it is going to get fulfilled, but somehow you do not want to probably take on the onus or responsibility of having something happen because of your word, right? You're just letting it be. That's the Hanged Man. You're like, it's there, it's all right, it's fine, but I do not want to do anything about it. I'd rather let it be like that. We have the Ten of Cups. There is a certain image of emotional well-being, emotional happiness, which you do not want to disturb. I have such a strong feeling, Scorpio. You know what it is, but you do not want to do it. You just might feel that whatever this Ten of Cups energy is, that it is all nice for now. Why would I want to create something which has the probability of upsetting this Ten of Cups energy, of it getting scattered, things happening, and you do not want to take on that fact that because of my word something like that happened, but it is imminent, right? So let's see what the past is. We have, in the past, we have a card of the past, which is the Judgment, you know and we have the Six of Pentacles. So you do know that there is something which you are being urged to do. It is part of your journey. When you look back at the past, you see the way things have panned out. There is something you need to contribute to. In order for something to happen, the universe is, I think, waiting for you to do something. Just let me get a little more on this, okay? We have the Lovers card. So here it could be trying to manifest a relationship which you are probably let me say, you do not want it right now, but at some level you do know it is imminent, right? But you are delaying it, you're putting it off. Or if it is not a relationship, then you know that there is a certain path you need to walk, but you are not wanting to walk that path. See, which one is applicable. The path is more relevant for you, or the relationship is more relevant for you. Something which has hurt you tremendously, and over which you do not want to spend your time or energy looking at it, but you do know. And beyond this, I think I will not get any more cards. Maybe I can ask later, but all of you know what it is, and all of you are hesitant hesitant to walk that path. You are delaying it, you're procrastinating it, but it is your past which is likely to get, it's a little bit of your past which is going to come into your future. And I think you do not want to see that past. You do not want to deal with that past. You want to let it be buried, but you can be rest assured that it is not going to be buried. If nothing else, it needs to come up for closure. It needs to come up so that it can get resolved. It needs to come up so that you can be free of it, and other people too. So a lot of it lies on you, Scorpio, to do this thing for yourself and for others concerned. We have Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity, and finding an idea which comes into your into your thought process quite by chance, but it is not by chance because the universe has planted it for you. With the aces, it is a new beginning, an opportunity which comes from nowhere, and nowhere is actually the universe. It is going to present something to you, an idea, a brainwave, some kind of, or all of a sudden some clarity just sinks into your mind that yes, this is what it is, and I need to do this, and whole lot of the thought process getting cleared for you. And then you will do it as a sense of responsibility rather than your emotion, than rather it coming from your emotional aspect. It's going to come from your intellectual or the thought process. It fits very well in your thought process that yes, this feels, this not feels right, but if I have this approach, then it has the possibility of a lot of things getting solved, and my mind is going to be free, and I need to do this. Vis-a-vis, with the King of Cups over here, you're like, emotions are to be kept on the side. Whether I like it or I don't, I need to do it because it is part of my journey. It is part of my soul's journey, and I, being Scorpio, you're not going to avoid that because you realize the depth of everything. Everything life offers, all events and things like that. So you do know that you need to kind of just brace yourself and control your emotions and do whatever your inner guidance is kind of pushing you to do. We have the Knight of Cups, so you're definitely going to make a move with this, and like I said, with the King of Cups over here, the energy kind of just filters down a little bit. So here, where you're completely like in control, that yeah, I'm gonna do it. By the time you do it, you might feel a little hesitant, but you'll say, all right, just let me take the first step. But you will definitely be in that position where you are not very keen on doing it. You don't look forward to it. It does not make you happy, but for the sake of doing it, you just might do a little bit. And then you see how things are going to pick up, Scorpio, because we have the Eight of Wands over here. Your one step is really going to get the energy going and in full swing at that. And we have the Knight of Wands over here, and then you will have that urge that now I'm going to like really move very very fast. With the with the Knight of Cups over here, it is moving forward very hesitantly, but with the Knight of Wands over here, with the moment these things pick up, you are also going to your energy is going to rise. You're going to feel more enthusiastic about it, and you will have that spirit of let me explore a little more. Here I took one step, now I'm going to rapidly take let's say 2 or 3 steps more, but I'm going to definitely get going with that. That is what you're telling yourself. And what's your outcome? We have the Knight of Swords over here. So you've got 3 knights over here, Scorpio, which is fast movement and decisive movement, and being on the go. So then you're really going to, I mean, things are, I think, as you just take the first step towards doing what your inner voice is telling you to do, the moment you do it, you see things are going to pick up very very rapidly for you, really really fast for you. So let me get a little more, just any more guidance which the witches would like Scorpio to know. Let's take these cards. We have the Page of Pentacles. So again, a card of getting down to brass tacks, and taking the first few concrete steps in doing what you are supposed to do. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It is divinely timed, though you are going to feel anxious about this entire thing, but you do know that it is something which is pending from the past. It is, you're aware of it, Scorpio. With the Six of Cups over here, there is no denying it, but you are feeling very very anxious about having to look at your past again. We have the Judgment here as well. You don't want to do that, but I guess you will do it. The Ace of Swords needs to kick in. You will get that brainwave, you will get that idea, and you will get that clarity, that how important it is. Universe has its own way of clarifying things for each and every one of us, and making us do what we need to do, right? So I'll get you a little more guidance with this. It says dignity, live your true essence. You know who you are. You know what your power is, what your energy is, and you are, I mean, you know what you're supposed to do, Scorpio, over here. and it's just that you do not want to do it, you don't want to look back at your past. But when you look at everything and your life in totality, you realize that you're not the one who's going to, backtrack from the promise you've made to in your soul's journey. You are going to live it up, whether you like it, you don't like it. But when it comes to, doing the honorable thing, you're definitely the first in line for that, and you're definitely going to be victorious, with this. So any concerns you have about, this thing, leave them aside, because this change is something which is very, very crucial for you, and you are the person who is supposed to initiate this change, Scorpio. So you don't hold back. I think the moment you put, you say whatever you need to say it to the universe, all right? Or if there is somebody you need to say it to, by all means, go ahead and say that. But if you don't have any specific person to say it to, just tell the universe that, whatever you need to say with respect to what you are being urged to say, put it out in words and say it aloud to the universe, and then see the way things start moving. You just need to give your yes to it, you need to give your go ahead to it, but just don't leave it at saying yes. Clarify it, realize what you are saying, realize the sentence, feel the sentence, you just feel the energy of every word you speak, and then you see what the universe is going to do for you. So with that, Scorpio, I'll wrap up your reading. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.